Hey to everyone who signed up for the laborers training track. I am so pumped that you were going to be on this particular role within the leadership team. Um, as you know, you are probably doing this because you already have a personal ministry that you're committed to, that you see God moving in, and you want to go deeper with them. This is something that's already established in your life. It's a group of friends. It's an individual that you're already investing in, maybe through other roles you've had in the Navigators in the past. It's your heart for evangelism in your Greek house or sorority. Um, it is it's just a group of people that you have a heart for, or you don't know who God's going to lead you to, but you feel like God has you on this laborer's training track to get training to be a laborer, and so we are pumped to offer that to you. You also probably went into this because you wanted to be skilled as a laborer. You didn't just want to be throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. You wanted to get some real training that would help you develop into a skilled laborer. I get that. You might also be wanting to be a part of the leadership community, to be really connected with a group of other leaders who are like-hearted with you, like-minded with you, that are locking arms with you in this. And so those are some reasons you might have signed up for the laborers training track. Why do we offer this? Well, over the years, we've realized that some of you guys, especially who are upperclassmen, you've developed these relational networks that where you have some capital, you have something to offer, and in lieu of pulling you out to be a leader to some younger students in the Navigators or whatnot, or to give you a whole different group of people to work with, you're already ready to go. And so we're excited about that opportunity, and we know that that's huge. In fact, that's a lot of what life after college is like. So this is a little bit of training for life after college. I think it's a pretty big deal. This is kind of like being a leader without a Navigator leadership title. You're sort of a covert, hidden leader on the campus, having a spiritual impact wherever you go. We offer this to basically to help you also stay connected with our leadership community, to stay connected with the Navs. Sometimes it's hard for me to really stay connected unless I see you guys on a Tuesday night, or I'm connecting with you in that way, and our other staff and leaders feel the same way. And so to stay connected, to keep learning, to keep growing and alongside your peers is huge. And so that's why we offer this laborers training track. Hey, in the fall, what does this commitment look like? Well, first of all, personally, it's to live a life of faith. I like that acronym, FAITH. Faithful, available, initiator, teachable, and heart for God and people. And so this is a high initiator role, especially that I in faith. It's a high T role, teachable, because that's kind of what the role actually is getting training in order for you to go out and impact others. And the heart for people thing is huge. These are things to be growing in all throughout the year. But I'm excited for you to pursue each of those 5 things that I just mentioned individually. Another commitment this fall is the Leaders Retreat. It's August 17th through 18th. We see you guys as a legitimate part of this leadership team, even though there's not a specific Navigator role per se. Freshman movement is on the 19th, and so we have this retreat right before that, just to get everyone on the same page, to get everyone tracking with one another. We kind of all get pointed in the same direction and get sort of on the same page with what God wants to do over the course of the year. And so we want you there to connect with the community and to plug in. Laborers training is every other Tuesday night, 5:30 to 7 p.m. It's all year long. This commitment is to be on the laborers training track is a full year. Many people kind of fizzle out on this track over the course of the year. And one thing I just want to communicate now is count the cost. If this is the training that you want, if this is the community you want to be a part of, we're going to be putting a lot of effort into making this top-notch training for you. And we would want you to feel like you could come and bring the same commitment to the table. We're doing a major revamp of laborers training to make it even better, even more focused on things that you guys want help with. So this is a full year commitment. Hey, also the fall conference, October 6th through 8th. It's always a highlight of the year for so many of us. It's where God does a lot of heavy lifting in our lives and the lives of our friends. We all sort of pack in cars together, make this big road trip. Go ahead and put it on your calendar. Would love for y'all to be at that as part of the commitment to be in the laborers training track as well. And then also Nav Night, every Wednesday night from 7 to 9 p.m. That's kind of our big front door to the Navigator community, to be a part of a Bible study, to be a part of sort of the large group Navigator experience, and to be tracking with how the Lord is leading us as a community on campus. So those are just some of the commitments to be thinking about. Hey, my real prayer for you is 2 Corinthians 4:7. It says, "But we have this treasure in jars of clay to show that this all-surpassing power comes from God and not from ourselves." And so I love that the most powerful, expensive, amazing, most intricate, most beautiful thing on the planet, Jesus Christ, chooses to live inside of a jar of clay, someone who's fragile, often inadequate, often struggles, has weaknesses. Why? Why would God do that? So that any good that comes from my life will be pointed back to him, that people would realize that this power comes not from God, comes not from myself, but from God himself. God is empowering us to be these leaders. And so you're not always going to feel ready to be this kind of leader on the campus. But if you have God, that's all you need, guys. A treasure in jars of clay. So that's my prayer for you, that you'll own that this summer, that you'll own that this fall, that God will use your life to do awesome things. Hey, check your email throughout the summer. Be looking for updates from us on different things. Also, feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions about this role. Hey, we look so forward to seeing you in August and seeing how God uses you next year. Thanks.